Racers dreaming. They won it by 4 in the end.
American Anthem has taken off. American Anthem easily in the Woody Stevens.
Hi everybody and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by WinStar Farm. I'm Dan Illman along with Nicole Russo, and let's take a look at the field for the Friday Spa Baby race. It's the 4th for New York bred 2-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs on the main track. A field of 7 expected to participate. 3 of them, Nicole, come out of a common race.
Yeah, definitely. 3 in this field coming out of a maiden special at Belmont. The winner, Miss Mystique, has not yet run back, but if you like one of them coming out of that race, you certainly have to take a look at the other 2, starting right down on the inside there.
And I thought that Starlite Mission ran really well first time out for trainer Gary Contessa. She must have been floated 6 wide turning into the stretch, a little bit green on her right lead early, but she kept finding more and more in the lane to finish a rallying second. And if you think she can improve second time out, she is a main contender in this race. She's by Mission Impassable, one of New York's leading juvenile sires. Let's talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, Mission Impassable himself, a graded winning son of Unbridled Song, has really acquitted himself well in the New York Stallion ranks in the last couple of years. Tough stallion market in recent years. He was New York's leading freshman sire last year, and so far this year is leading the juvenile sire list. Really a quality young stallion in the market. This filly comes from a class female family too. She's out of a winning Tale of the Cat mare, whose own dam is a full sister to the Grade 1 winning Millionaire Turf mare Voodoo Dancer, and a couple of other nice horses.
And as we see from her horse pedigree card, $14,000 weanling buyback, sold for $30,000 in April. But as Nicole mentioned, there's a lot of turf in this pedigree. The aforementioned Voodoo Dancer, the dam a winner on turf. So Starlight Mission might find her eventual home on the grass. And as we take a look at a formulator fact for trainer Gary Contessa, one wonders if Contessa cranked this horse up for the good effort first time out, and perhaps we'll see a regression over the past 4 years with second time starting 2-year-olds in maiden special weight dirt sprints. The barn's only 1 for 23 with a paltry 27-cent return on investment. But Starlight Mission did run well first time out. A first time starter that figures to be a nice price is the number 2, Ogan's Runner. And Ogan's Runner is by a pretty fast horse, and Here Comes Ben. He was talented, he was a little bit brittle.
Yeah, I think so. He was kind of lightly raced, but when he was on, he was really brilliant. Grade 1 winning sprinter. And Here Comes Ben, a son of Street Cry, who has had a number of good sons at studs. So Here Comes Ben is another interesting horse from that sire line.
Ogan's Runner, as we see from our horse profile card, Here Comes Ben has 8% winners with 2-year-old first-time starters. He is kin to a pair of 2-year-old winners, and the first 2 dams were both stakes place dirt sprinters. Both of those horses won their career debuts. So this filly is bred to be fast. The work tab is a little bit light. It's a low-profile barn, as we see from this formulator fact for trainer Eduardo Jones. Over the past 90 days, he's had 25 runners, only 1 winner, a 12-cent return on investment. This filly figures to be a big price. Again, it wouldn't be Spa Babies, and I think basically it's a joke they're playing on us right now that Reyana, Reya, Delite is entered yet again, scratched out of the maiden claimer on Thursday, where I believed it would have been a nice spot. Let's throw up her horse card. She's already raced twice against maiden special weights. She hasn't done very well. Is there any reason to believe anything's going to be different at the Spa this time around?
Gosh, in this spot, not so much. I agree with you that I really liked the spot she was in on Thursday. I thought a little bit of class relief after those 2 beats to start her career would be good for her.
Let's talk now about the 4, Pause for the Cause, because I think if any first-time starter in this race is going to take significant money, it's this daughter of Giant's Causeway. And let's talk about the Bromans as breeder and owners of Pause for the Cause. They've been high-profile, high-percentage breeders in New York for a long time.
Yeah, and they've campaigned so many good horses on a national level as well. They're among New York's leading breeders, have run horses like Artemis Agritera in recent years. They come here to this Saratoga meet, which is a jewel of their home state, geared up to win. And this filly shows a really decent work pattern. She's got a nice pedigree with some 2-year-old success on both sides. And I think they'd love to get a 2-year-old winner here at Saratoga with an eye towards some of the bigger events in the state later later in the summer and fall.
And as we see from the profile card, you could make the argument that Pause for the Cause is a New York bred in name only by Giants Causeway, 10% winners with 2-year-old first-time starters, an internationally renowned stallion. The dam, a versatile multiple stakes winner that won her career debut in Shia Half to the multiple Grade 3 stakes winning Myler Alalia. The second dam also a stakes winner at a mile on dirt. I would expect this filly to be solid for Kieran McLaughlin. Do you think maybe distance down the road?
I think certainly that she's going to appreciate some added distance. I think intent with these horses is so important. I think they'll have her tight enough to run well first time out here, but I'm certainly not going to write her off as these horses start stretching out, because definitely being by Giants Causeway, who has sired notable routers all over the world, out of a mare by Belmont winner Touch Gold, I certainly think she'll appreciate a little bit more distance.
Looks like this filly's found a good spot. Let's put up our profile card for the number 5, My Roxy Girl, one of the 3 horses coming out of that maiden special at Belmont on July the 13th. Of the trips, I thought this one had the best trip. A Starlite Mission we mentioned was very wide. We'll get to Cartwheel's journey in a minute. My Roxy Girl saved ground inside, eased out, took her shot, was very late to change leads, and only finished evenly. A big rider switch to Javier Castellano. Let's talk quickly about her stallion, MC, very young stallion.
Yeah, he's a young stallion, first crop stallion for Darley, standing in New York, a multiple Grade 1 winning sprinter. They and some of their New York colleagues have committed some nice mares to him. I think they have high hopes for him as a stallion, well placed in this market. And My Roxy Girl's out of a city zip mare, so I think she's got some speed both top and bottom.
Only a $1,700 purchase as a yearling. She certainly outran that purchase price in her career debut, but I thought she had the best trip of the 3. She has a little pedigree. The dam, a full sister to a multiple stakes winning dirt sprinter. The third dam, multiple Grade 1 placed. Let's put up the horse card for the number 6, Cartwheel. And this filly was really bet hard for her career debut, all the way down to 2-1. And I thought she was a little bit green. She was hung out 3-4 wide on the turn. It seemed like it took her a while to figure out what she was doing, but once she altered course back to the inside, she finished up with some gusto, galloped out very nicely. I think there's more to come here. And when you look at this pedigree, a lot of folks are going to see that AP Indy as a grandsire and think distance, but Flatter can sire sprinters.
Yeah, he definitely can. He's had really good sprinters like Grade 1 winner Taurus, Grade 2 winners Kobe's Back, Tar Heel Mom, even Flat Out, his best runner, more known for his route wins, won the Cigar Mile. So Flatter definitely gets you a quick horse from that prolific sire line.
And some big names in the bottom of this female family, including Ms. Waukee. Cartwheel should really improve with that race under her belt. Mark Henning can do well with second-time starters. Completing the field is the number 7, Big Expense. We'll put up her horse pedigree card. This has been a very productive dam.
Yeah, definitely. The mare has 5 winners from 7 starters. That's a terrific record, including a handful of 2-year-old winners. This one, the second horse in the field for Mission Impassable, who we talked about earlier, New York's leading juvenile sire. So definitely juvenile ability and precocity on both sides with this one.
Yeah, Big Expense, a really interesting pedigree, a little bit of speed here, and might fall under the radar from a betting perspective. She's 8-1 on the morning line. Okay, opinion time. I assume Pause for the Cause is going to take a lot of money. She's 2-1 on Travis Stone's morning line, the morning line favorite. Where are you going?
Yeah, I think Pause for the Cause is spotted to win here and is definitely a major player. Again, that intent kind of behind 2-year-old debut starters so important. But I do think that the race is going to wind up going possibly through those 3 fillies coming out of that maiden at Belmont. It seems that prior experience is very important over this track, this meet. Starlite Mission is very logical. I think she might take a lot of play out of the 3 just because she finished the best first time out. But you might get better value on My Roxy Girl, who of course is the big rider upgrade to Castellano, and to Cartwheel, who, as we mentioned, kind of had that overland trip before figuring out what she was doing. So those two are really the two I'm going to look the hardest at, I think.
I'm with you. I want the experienced horse. I respect Kieran's first-time starter. I expect her to run well, but I'm hoping that the number 6 Cartwheel got a lot of experience and a lot of bottom out of that career debut. I think she'll run well under Junior Alvarado. She'll be my top selection in our Friday Spa Baby race, the 4th, that has an approximate post time of 2:40 Eastern. Nicole and I will be back later in the week with a look at Saturday's Spa Baby race presented by WinStar Farm.